take it to the top, and that's the truth. Truth hurts. Oh yeah, if you broke but you still pimping, drinking, smoking, then say, oh yeah, if you're ballin' by your bottles, then say, oh yeah, my man. If you're pimping your steps and your ass is fat, then say, oh yeah, my man. If you're willing to fight, then you're fucking the night, then say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's go! All fucking day!
Alright folks, welcome back to episode 20 of Coffee and Combat. I'm here with Thomas Carty in Celtic Warriors ahead of his big comeback fight next Saturday in the Tree Arena. And just like to say, this is a long time coming. Thomas was one of the first people I asked about when I said I was going to start doing this. Himself and Keith Kyo.
I said yeah as well.
A good while I was the first person who said yeah, he told me go ahead with that, 100% you'll do it. So thanks very much. About time we got it done.
Pleasure.
And I just wanted to say, your comeback fight next week, how are you feeling?
Good, feeling amazing, apart from Pascal
walking through the shop, Pascal,
Good, yeah, feel great. Back sparring well, I have confidence in the leg again now, you know what I mean? So yeah. It's in the back of my mind that all is good with the leg and back to what I was doing before, which is building momentum boxing with.
Yeah, class. And you would, like, you're a big ticket seller, you're a big draw, you're a business owner, you're a fluent Irish speaker, you'd be picked up by anybody. Do you think a big performance here now, you could be snatched up by a big youth promoter this weekend?
No, because if I wanted, I could be signed with somebody now as it is, right. You know what I mean? And the blueprint is there, like look at Fabio Wardy, you know what I mean? Free agent. It can work for some people, do you know what I mean? And so far it's worked for me. You know, I've been able to jump on any big show that comes here to Dublin. I've gotten a call, do you know what I mean? If you're signed with a promoter, you can't do that, jump here, jump there, you know what I mean?
Not to know where to go, when to go.
I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing because it's working well.
Yeah, class. And there was one thing I wanted to say, years ago, seeing you doing an interview, and someone was asking about when you turned from amateur into professional, like you put on a bit of size, and this is the best thing I ever heard someone saying, stop eating like a 10-year-old at a birthday party. Literally, and it's just when it stuck with me, I was like, "Geez, that makes perfect sense." Because like people go through life, they're training, but they're still eating for dirt the whole time. You know?
Yeah. Like I remember training for the Europeans as an amateur, under 22 Europeans, like big deal. You know what I mean? Just won the nationals. We're going to the Europeans in Romania, and I remember I had just gotten a car, and the stuff I used to buy in the shop and buy home from training, like
just training on the
way with the Irish team, and then you're going into the shop and buying mad stuff, pies and jellies and all. You know what I mean? So look. Big difference was like you make up all those little pieces outside of just the training because everybody trains.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's the nutrition, it's the sleep, the recovery.
Did you get a nutritionist or did you just?
I've been on and off with some different nutritionists through the year. You know what I mean? And I think it's very important. People say, "Oh, heavyweight, you don't need to make weight." It's not about making weight. It's about fueling your body for performance.
Exactly.
You know? I used to go even on reflection, go sparring people, and having just had a coffee with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now like I have the fueling process starts about 2 hours out, 90 minutes out, an hour out. 10 minutes before I go into the ring, like it's
properly loaded up.
Yeah.
It makes a difference. You notice the difference.
Massive difference. Massive.
And then you run on empty, just going to have a coffee.
Yeah, literally.
And as an amateur, you had nearly 50 amateur fights. 10 and 1 as a professional now. How do you think that amateur experience helped you? Did you learn loads before you went in, or did you think you were just ready to jump in at the point?
Yeah, look, I think it's all case by case because it works for some people. You know, it works in some people's favour and it works against some others.
As you said earlier, Fabio Wardy,
Yeah. So for me, I think it definitely stood to me because I'd have really good fundamentals.
Yeah.
I've good skills, you know what I mean? I developed good skills as an amateur. I had great coaches as an amateur.
Yeah.
So I carried them over into professional boxing, and I think it comes through. Most of my knockouts have been from good punches, you know what I mean? Not just overpowering people, you know what I mean? It's been from nice, good, clean punches. So I think it stands to me.
Deadly. And two of the fighters, only 2 fighters in the world that I've watched every single one of that fights, I won't tell you yourself and Katie Taylor. And your very first fight, I remember I was in Belgium, I think it was 14 euro for the stream. I was watching it, my son's birthday was, and he
appreciate that.
No, 100%. That's what I remember because my missus was putting the candles on the cake and she was calling me, and we had the house next door, so I was in there at the mantelpiece watching the telly. Hang on, I'll be in now in a minute. Thomas walking on now, I remember, and to see it come from then now it's big plastic, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's my and then you hit the heights of Madison Square Garden and all then, you know what I mean? And obviously in that last week, obviously it was a horrible way to go, and since then, how has the comeback been mentally as well as physically? I know you said your legs.
Tough, it's been tough, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a very tough place to be because, prior to that fight, I had serious momentum, you know what I mean? Everyone was talking about me, and actually, like, I chose to fight at MSG. Like, there's a million other different fights I could have taken. I was like, no, fuck it, we'll take this opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Got the shout before Christmas. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it just goes to show you just never know. Like, I could have picked 4 or 5 different fights. That's the one I picked, and look what happened. So, it's been tough. It's been tough to get back, like, but I'm over the toughest part now. Thank God.
And you're looking forward to
next week. For next week.
Yeah. And Coming up to it now, the weekend before, what's the game plan now? You're obviously not going to spar too much anymore now the week out. What is the process between now and next week?
Sparring finished yesterday. Just had a light pad session today, and like that, just recharging the batteries and dress rehearsal each day. Come in, a couple of rounds on the pads, do what I'm going to be doing, and keeping it light, letting the body, compensate for all the hard training I've been doing during camp.
And do you do anything other than like training? Do you do like any meditation, or do you do any other stuff?
Yeah,
like that?
I work with a sports psychologist.
Yeah.
I work with a sports psychologist, and we do a lot of what would you call it? We would do a lot of thinking into like the actual night of the fight. You know what I mean?
We would potential outcomes. Like
we would go through it in our head, and we try and walk through. And I find it really helps. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then besides that, I'd have a lot more. I'm used to being so busy. I'd just have a lot more time in my hands. I'll try to get the mass. You know what I mean? Once or twice, and take a few things off in the spiritual book. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Favorite fighter, boxer.
David Hay, I always say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what did you like about David Hay's style?
Just the style, you know what I mean? Big punching, single punches, you know what I mean? I liked the way he looked in the ring. I liked everything about him.
Yeah,
He was a good, smart businessman outside of the ring.
True.
And when I started boxing, he was the one who was on telly. He was the first professional boxing fight I ever watched was Hay and Value.
Right,
That's
yeah, remember that. I remember that. Remember when he put on the picture of his hand in the paper or something, his hand was that big.
Yeah. So he'd probably be my favourite fighter. Just that's the era I grew up in.
Yeah. And favourite fight?
Favourite fight? When Jamie Conlon boxed the Mexican in the stadium years ago. It's the best fight I've ever seen in my life. Ever.
End to end?
Yeah, I think he got dropped a few times, came back and stopped him.
Right.
Unbelievable. Best fight I've ever seen. Everybody says that was there. It says the best fight you've ever seen. It was on like Box Nation, I think, back in the day.
Might be able to get it up, will we?
Yeah, I think you might be able to get it up. But I'll never forget it. That was the best fight I've ever seen.
Highlight of your career so far?
Highlight of my career so far? There's been loads of good nights, you know what I mean? When Lee Wood and Nick Conlon boxed in Nottingham that night, that weekend, for the lads and all my family, it was our first big away trip, you know what I mean? That was a great weekend. When I won my first belt on the Celtic title, that was a great one, do you know what I mean? They're all great nights, but what would the highlight so far? Maybe the first Kate Taylor card, because it was the first time ever experiencing first time in the Tree Arena, first time that kind of a crowd, because I used to always fight early. And first title, and that was nuts. That one was nuts.
Amazing. Yeah. You remember that one forever?
Forever, yeah.
Favourite takeaway?
Oh, fuck.
As a heavy, I know people say that.
Pizza. Pizza.
Everybody says pizza.
Yeah, it has to be pizza.
Go down Cover, there's well more food places than there is in Blanchard. I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm not mad on any of that.
No. Like that, or eating days like.
When I was in when I was in Vegas training. No, when I was in Vegas, I loved that Chick-fil-A.
Right, yeah.
And In-N-Out Burger, but here in Ireland, like just Pizza Max. It's not even Domino's.
Pizza Max down at Crown Gordon Hanlon's Corner. It's the nicest Pizza Max in Dublin.
100%
it is.
That's the one.
I've had a few of them now. So what does the next 18 months look like for you?
Get this one out of the way. You know, I don't like looking past this one because that's what I did in New York and look what happened.
Right, yeah.
But get this one out of the way and start building momentum again. Get a couple of big fights. I heard there's some really cool shit happening in Dublin this summer. So I suppose take it week by week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, class.
And build momentum and get back to where I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And prediction for next Saturday?
Another knockout. That's all I ever predict, man. I just need to land once, you know what I mean? So, but I want to put on a show as well and show some skills, get some rounds in, a year out of the ring. And prior to that, I've been putting people away. In a couple of rounds. I haven't actually had that many rounds boxing professionally.
So would you like to go full distance and box? Show people again, like boxing is at on point as well, not just on the power.
It is what it is. Win by any means necessary.
Of course, yeah.
So if the knockout comes, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to go cliche, not to pay for overtime. But I would like to show me skills because I have a lot of skills. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the potential fight with Johnny Fisher still on the line, hopefully.
Yeah.
It seems like his two years at one stage were on the same trajectory, and it was like it's going to happen eventually. He said to himself years ago, this will happen eventually. Obviously, something happened with him, something happened with you. Maybe again, you get that back on track. Because that's a massive card in Dublin or in London, wherever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can get it. Like, come here, listen, nothing personal, but 100%.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, definitely.
I love that fight,
Yeah, I think the fans, your fans
my dad fight his dad as well.
Yeah. Have a curry off as well, yeah. Right, well, that's all I have time for today. Thanks very much, Thomas, our legend.
No worries,
Best
man.
luck next week. I'll be in there anyway, and I'll be supporting you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Make sure you tune in and watch and follow Tourist and follow Coffee and Combat.
100%.
Or get him after you.